And we are back for another session with Stef. Thank you all for listening. Of course, I love doing this. I'm here with some buddies here. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be a fun hour.
I think so.
Guaranteed it's going to be fun. I know. Guys, follow us at Sessions with Stef. I like to chat and talk to musicians and talk to singers, guys that play guitar, drums, piano, all of it. Any type of musician.
Or
That's
guys,
what I like to
guys that play nothing.
Guys that play nothing too. Singers. What? No, I didn't mean that. We chat about the business. We chat about music. We chat about the Montreal music scene. We like to do this all the time. We're on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. We're on Spotify. You can hear us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast. We are also brought to you by Fearless Sounds, which is our Francesca Sacerdoti. She's around here somewhere. Woo! She is a music publicist. She deals with marketing. She definitely deals with Montreal music talent, local talent. She loves to help them out. She does marketing. She does artist management. Like I said, she's a publicist. Again, she's fantastic. You're going to see her information, her cell number. Do I put your cell number? Well, I did anyways. You're going to see her cell number, her email, her Instagram, all her information. Guys,
Don't forget her address.
Yeah, and her address. That's, hey, whatever. Fearless Sounds, guys, check it out. She's really amazing. She talks to the artist. She helps them out. She really does a great job. I've seen her in action, and she's fantastic at what she does. And she listens. That's the most important. She listens to the needs of the artist and definitely caters to them. So thank you, Fearless Sounds. Thank you, Francesca. We also have Lisa here on the mic, helping out, chiming in.
What's up?
And we have Sierra on camera.
Hello.
And now we bring to you the guests. Today it's going to be it's our guest, Gianni Bodo. Welcome. Singer, songwriter, artist. And I'm going to call him the sidekick for now. Or
That's all he is.
It's this, no. Hold on. Because I know he's the backbone. That I know.
Yeah.
I know that already. And I'm only saying that because he's going to be on again with his wife and another artist. So that's why he's everywhere, this guy. And we got Albe here, who's the best. I've known him for many, many years. We've had quite a few.
I thought the show was about me.
It is. It's coming. I'm getting out how we know each other. I've known Albe for years. We've worked together. We've done gigs together. We've laughed. We have some jokes. We have tons of things we can say. But great guy, great guitar player, great all-around musician. And now to the artist, the man, the myth, the legend,
The myth.
the one.
Mostly.
The myth, mostly. Johnny, welcome.
It's nice to be here, Stef.
Thank you for doing this. It's really, it's nice of you.
It's really close to home.
Is it really
Yeah,
close
it's
to
really
home?
close to home. It wasn't that much. Plus,
So if I did it at my house in Laval, you'd be like, nah.
might be a bit more of a problem.
When I'm having a rehearsal at Albe's house, then I'll come by.
Yeah, that'll do.
It's very close, yeah.
It is, yeah. So, so you live in the area, Little Italy, right?
No, actually, but if I disclose the location, then we'll know where Francesca lives.
It's true. You're right. And
I
we
want to
don't want-
protect.
we don't-
I
we
want to
wanna
protect Francesca's.
You're a nice guy. You're a good guy.
integrity.
I heard stories about you.
I think things out. Yeah,
I heard stories about you, but they're all true.
it's all true.
You're a nice guy. Kind of. No, I'm joking.
Kind of.
I have known of you many years. I've seen you go in the business. You've got a great name, so that's amazing. A lot of people
My
say
mother gave it to me.
people say good things about you. How about that?
Yeah.
And I thank you for doing this. How did you begin in this city, starting doing?
For one, I was
music?
born here.
Okay,
That's
that
how
helps.
I started
That's
here.
it. But how did you start the singing career?
How I started singing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, a lot of people told me that I shouldn't sing.
So you wanted to prove it wrong.
So I wanted to prove them wrong.
So your first
And
album
then-
was a middle finger.
That's pretty much what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
cool.
what it was. No, but I think like Albe, we've always been fans of music, and I've loved, and I've always been in awe of musical artists, especially in the pop rock realm, since I was
The pizzeria.
Yeah, but now I'm like this, but not much. But
Since before.
Yeah. So it's always been music has always been a part of my life, and so it's just dream,
Gotcha.
and I believe in dreams.
So you just decided I'm doing it, and that's it.
And turtle steps.
That's hey, baby steps. But look where you are now, right?
Right.
You released a few songs recently. I believe I saw them all because I follow what you do and I love what you do. You sound great. The band sounds good. There was a song that came out a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
It was Attends-moi dans l'ombre, right?
That's right.
That's the one that just came out because I knew the other. I actually like the Christmas one too that you did.
Oh, the one with Hurricanes and Butterflies with his wife.
Yeah,
that was a crazy video.
Very, very nice.
That was
video.
crazy concept.
It was very, very nice.
It was a lot of fun.
So I like the stuff you do. You sound great. The band sounds good. Where do you get? I noticed you're doing more in the French scene, right?
No, listen. We do music. The thing is that I'm trying to do music in every language. So I had an English record that came out a few years back and did really well, at least critically. We have another English record that's ready, pretty much. It's just in the mixing phase.
Okay, wow.
And we have Italian stuff. We have Italian EP pretty much ready to go.
Wow.
And the thing is, we're trying to tap into the French market because I can.
Yeah.
Because I can. I've been a French teacher all my life. French is my first language. So I said, I can do it. So why not? And so we had that. We released a single in January 2021 called Si Je Pars.
Yeah.
And that single did really well. So we are just, tapping into that market and trying to see what we can do.
Well, it's here, right? The market is here.
And it's beautiful because you can. Like you said, you can.
We can.
Eros did it, right?
Right.
Eros Ramazzotti did Italian. Every album was in Italian and Spanish.
Yeah.
And because of that, he became almost global. You're almost... Dude. But...
Am I onto something?
Lara Fabien, right?
Am I onto something?
I mean, these are artists that did it.
Ultimately, it's just about making music and being and just it's about the journey.
Yeah.
And there is recognition along the way, and it's great to see that Si Je Pars is still on Stingray, Le Palmarès, over a year later. I didn't expect that, and it doesn't really matter though, but it's nice.
Of course. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Of course it matters, man. That's great.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You got $30 last week.
It doesn't matter financially.
SoCan paid $30 last week.
Look. That's part of the business nowadays, right? I know, but there's not many people that have those songs on Stingray, so you got to look at it that way.
Yeah.
It's something.
Look at the glasses.
Shit, it's empty. Oh, come
oh
on.
it's empty.
We can't
it's
have
not
that.
half empty. It's empty.
How about this? I'll tell you this. How about you guys get ready for a song? Because right now people are looking, and they're like, I see two good-looking musicians. What's going on? I want to hear them sing.
Did you notice that we look alike?
I did notice that. I wasn't going to bring it up.
I cut my hair. So
now that you brought it up, fuck, you guys look alike. Holy shit.
Brother from another mother.
I will pour you a drink while you guys get ready for the first song.
There's not much getting ready because
You're ready. You're always ready.
We're always ready. I was born ready.
Doesn't that sound good? See, here at Sessions with Stef, the booze is included. And it's the guest that bring it.
It's just not right.
It's just not right. I gotta work on this.
Yeah.
I'm not making enough money.
It's like the guest, I expected a buffet and green room. There's no green room here. There's no green room. It was a bring your own wine, no green room.
I might have some crumbs in my pocket if you want a chocolate bar or something. I don't know. What's this song called?
It's called Attends-moi dans l'ombre. It's the latest French.
This is the latest song. Beautiful.
The funny thing is that we're releasing the same song in Italian in a couple of weeks.
Oh, wow.
With an Italian video to boot, which will be premiered on Radio Delta 1 in Italy.
Wow. Well, you're going to send it to me and I'm going to share it and promote it as well.
Thanks.
Let's do this.
Il y a des jours où l'on se sent si seul au monde. Et parfois le silence fait plus de ravages qu'une tempête qui rage. Si le vent pouvait seulement souffler quelques mots à ta place, ta place, à ta place. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, attends-moi dans l'ombre. Je sais que se cache quelque part la lumière qui lui a jamais. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, car demain je reviens. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, car demain je reviens. Il y a des rêves qu'il faut savoir abandonner, car une étincelle ne suffit pas pour faire reprendre le feu. Faut croire que le temps apaisera mes tracas à ta place, à ta place, à ta place. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, attends-moi dans l'ombre. Je sais que se cache quelque part la lumière qui lui a jamais. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, car demain je reviens. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, car demain je reviens. Je sais qu'elle se cache quelque part. Je sais qu'elle se cache quelque part.
Do a little Bob Marley.
Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? One love, one life. Let's get together and we'll feel alright. One love, let's get together and we'll feel alright. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, attends-moi dans l'ombre. Je sais que se cache quelque part la lumière qui n'y a jamais. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, car demain je reviens. Attends-moi dans l'ombre, car demain je reviens. Lo sai un giorno non ci sarà più, non si scatola la gioventù. Per ogni passo che si fa in più c'è un momento che si sfuma in su. Per ogni passo che si fa in più c'è un momento che si sfuma in su. Per ogni passo che si fa in più c'è un momento che si sfuma in su.
Wow.
Merci. Grazie.
And now you see the appeal, right? Yeah. And you don't know where to look.
Twins.
And you play guitar as well. If I'm
I
not
do.
mistaken,
I write most of my songs.
And I know you can sing, so you guys can.
can switch it on any given night.
But we stick to what we do best.
You stick. Okay.
We stick
Okay.
what we do best.
Okay. No, that's guys. Sounds great, man. The tune has everything it needs.
Well, thank you.
It does. It really. It's
Yeah.
catchy, and it should do well. It really, I think.
But it's doing okay. You know, it's like this one now we released it. It's like it's been in the top 50 videos of La Disque
Okay.
for the past couple of weeks.
Wow.
It's been top 50. There's a new chart in Quebec called Top Chanson du Québec. It's been hanging, the top 50 for third week. You know, it's a little bit soft. It's not the other single. It's not Si Je Pars. So it's a little. The expectations are not the same, but we're happy. We're happy to be where we are, and
Yeah.
it's nice. It's nice to contribute in painting the musical landscape in Quebec.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a small, tiny contribution,
It doesn't matter.
it's still there.
It's a fine line, right, between it blowing up and it kind of just hovering.
Hovering and
It's just right there.
It's that one little.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once it does.
You know what the funny thing is? When we released the other single, Si Je Pars, I don't know if you know about that song at all.
In what sense?
In the sense that Si Je Pars, when
That's a crazy story.
when it was written, it's a song that came out of
The gut.
My gut, and it was from a lot of turmoil, and it was a very like a painful song to if you allow me the analogy, to give birth to.
Okay, yeah, of
It's
course.
very painful. So and it's my song. And as we were recording it, it was I don't know if you know our bassist Franco. You know Franco?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
You know
What's the last
Lombardo.
name? Yes.
Yeah.
He recorded on an album we did years
Franco's
ago.
he's a great musician.
He's a great.
And he has a musical instinct, and he says this song sounds like something. And he goes, it sounds like that band from the '80s, Cutting Crew. I Just Died in Your Arms.
Oh.
And I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
We all felt
idea.
Because I know how much it hurt, right? Only I know this. No one else knows how much it hurt.
he couldn't hear. We all heard it, but he couldn't hear.
I couldn't hear it.
Wow.
So we started going to a radio tracker and saying, you know, like, what can we do with this song? We think it's potential. And the guy says,
Can't do
I'm
nothing.
sorry, we can't do
Can't do
anything with
nothing.
this song.
Wow.
It sounds like
Cutting Crew.
Cutting Crew.
The chorus.
But you don't know me.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to change the melody, maybe.
They said, "What we do? Change the melody." And I said, "No." So what I did is I went on Facebook and I wrote to Cutting Crew, and I said, "I got this single, and it sounds like your song." And they wrote back to me.
Oh, really?
And anyways, this is a series of interactions. Make a long story short, Nicholas Eade, he's a singer of Cutting Crew.
Yeah.
He's co-writer of my song now.
No, are you serious?
Of course, yeah.
He said yes.
But they loved the song. They loved the song. Not only they were conspirators on the release, because they actually promoted the song in England. I signed a deal with Sony Sony London, and Si Je Pars. They believed in it, and they thought it would be a hit. And
Wow.
and when it came out, I have on my YouTube channel. If you go look at Si Je Pars, there's Nicholas Eade, the singer from Cutting Crew,
Yeah, actually,
That is awesome.
who wrote something. And it's
What a
just-
story.
yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well, I never thought, having been a child of the '80s, that one of my songs would have a connection with
You see?
with one of the biggest.
You were growing
songs
up.
ever.
You were running
Yeah.
around in the house, hearing all those
Yeah.
Caribbean Queen and all those tunes.
Yeah.
And they got in there. They stuck.
They got in there. But now, every time I hear "I Just Died in Your Arms" on the radio, I'm
That's
like,
a special tune.
it's a special moment. It's a
My
special
dude,
moment.
it's my dude, my buddy.
I'm connected.
right?
Yeah, I'm connected forever.
Now,
connected, yeah.
here's a quick question, because I know you guys have been working together for a long time. First off, do you write all the songs and then he kind of shapes it with you?
I gotta say, first, I don't like Albe.
Okay. Okay. So
Well,
I don't
he
like
sent
him.
me a nasty text tonight.
moron
he's a moron. But it's okay. I still love him. It's all good.
What happens in this thing is there was a time when I used to be much more involved in the music, part of what I used to do, and now I kind of feel like I have people like Albe who can do it better than me. So I
wouldn't say better, but
I write the songs, and like this week we have another French single that I just finished.
okay.
And it's called Vol, and I thought it was great. and I thought it was fantastic. I said, I just wrote another hit.
That's the way to think.
Call the cutting crew.
I just called the cutting crew.
Which other band did you copy?
Yeah. And
Boy George is coming. For
and the thing is, I sent it to Albe this week, like finished, thinking it was finished. I said, I'm done, you know.
And it came back completely different.
And Albe spent, like, Bridget called me at night. Said, Bridget, Albe's been recording guitars all day long. and
Yeah.
we can say
You can swear
whatever
fucking
here, right?
anything, man.
You know, it's just a flavor. It's just something. You know,
he Albified it.
It's a word.
I like that because I always say Albe's signature, but that's even better.
He albified it.
Albified it. Yeah, that
You
could
know
take
what?
off. That could
And
take
it was
off.
better.
Well, listen.
But that's, you know what? It's a duo, especially guitar voice. Eh? It's a duo. Most of the famous rock bands, they feed off each other.
But I you know, Albe's great. I just got to give a shout out to Fred Bouchard, who's
he's
my drummer,
Okay.
and
Producer,
also he's a mix. He produces and mixes,
Wow.
and this guy, he's the real deal.
So he's the reason you didn't call me to play drums. Now I understand. Jesus Christ.
Fred's he's a machine as a drummer.
He does sound really good.
He's a machine. He's a machine, and this guy, he understands Pro Tools like very few, and it's very tech talk. It's like it's a bunch of.
Oh, we could
Yeah.
spend
Now
Geeks.
we become the music geeks.
Geeks.
But he understands Pro Tools like very few people,
Gotcha.
and he gets calls like from
Oh, wow. Really, eh?
bigger producers. Like he gets calls from like
Cutting crew.
Pierre Marchand, one of my good friends, Pierre Marchand.
Yeah.
Who's Sarah McLachlan's producer. If he has an issue with Pro Tools, he calls Fred.
Wow.
Yeah, he calls Fred.
Well,
Fred.
speaking of Pierre Marchand, we recorded a lot of stuff in the studio.
Well, Pierre,
he's helped us out a lot. He
Wow.
Yeah, he's a good buddy. He's a good buddy, Pierre, and we record most of our songs at Studio PM.
Okay.
And Pierre plays keyboards on
Most of the
on
tracks.
O'Donnell.
Keyboards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he plays keyboards on Si Je Pars, and he plays keyboards on any song.
And
I
he's
send-
the fucking reason I didn't get called for keyboards either.
That's right,
Jesus
that's right, yeah.
Christ. Now, what
This
is
is
it?
Pierre Marchand. There's no advantage to play two instruments then.
I know.
You gotta play three.
Yeah, so Pierre's been a great friend, and he kind of acts like a producer,
An extra ear.
an extra ear producer. You know, he contributes. And
But that's you know
contributes
what?
to what I do.
Most of the times it's not.
But
It's taking feedback from everybody and putting it together. That's how.
Well, especially someone that has had many hits, like
well, you know,
Yeah.
he's
Building a Mystery.
35 million records. He co-wrote Building a Mystery. So this guy who co-wrote Building a Mystery, he plays on my songs,
Wow.
and
special.
for nothing. And I just say thank you.
That's special.
Now, I heard there's a funny story about you guys meeting, so I want to hear this because I
Does it
don't know
involve
the
my
story.
son? Is that the story?
That's the story, but there's more to that. The
Okay.
fact is, Albe and I, we
Yeah.
did not know each other, but
You're doppelgangers, right? Is
but,
that-
but for the past maybe 20 years, people have been stopping me in the street and striking up conversations, thinking I was him.
But not for me.
And I didn't know it was. I didn't know it. And then I remember. I remember going because Albe he's to a wedding and Albe was playing with his band.
Misty.
And I was looking at him on stage.
He's falling in love.
That must be the guy. You know, I could recognize that he's something. The thing is that as the years went by, it became crazier and crazier. But I had never met him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I released Fade to Rose, my first English album, I wanted to go play live and didn't have a band. It was my solo record, and I was getting a haircut.
Don't tell me at the same place.
I was getting a haircut, and the guy tells me again. He says, "Do you know Bridget Pace, which is his wife?"
Yeah.
And I says, "Yeah, I go, I know because I look like her husband, right?" And I said, "You know what?" I said, "Give him a CD. I have one in the car. I gave him a CD, and I gave Albe a CD, and he listened to it, and he calls me back, and he liked what I was doing, and he was interested in working with me. So with the fact that we looked alike that brought us together.
But we still hadn't met.
But we still hadn't met.
wow.
We still hadn't met.
It's like Will Ferrell
And then something happened for
the drummer guy.
for whatever reason we didn't hook up for at least it was just a year later. It's funny because
Yeah, a year
Abby
later.
sent me the text.
I sent him the original text. It popped up in my messenger.
From Messenger, they sent me the original text when I wrote to him, "I'm going to come over to your house."
It's like 8 years ago.
And whatever, and so I go to his house and we chat and okay, we'll do the show and to launch the record. So we finish the chat. I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm getting on the balcony. I'm on the front porch of his house. He comes down the front porch. The school bus pulls up, and his kid
So small then.
comes out of the bus, and he's looking at us, and he says, "This is true story.
Like-
I'm not making this up. I couldn't make this up."
But
He says,
innocently.
"Why is there two of you? Why is there two of you?"
Crazy. He was freaking out. Like,
That's too funny, man. Wow. So, and that's where the magic began.
And that's where the magic began.
Wow.
Then we told him to stay outside. We went back inside for a bit.
get back on the bus and go back to school.
Go to school.
But he, yeah, it was.
He's
it
playing
was,
quite a few. He's sounding great, your son, by the way.
He switched to keyboards.
He just switched to keyboards?
Yeah. Yeah.
So no more guitar? Or
A little bit, but
love it.
he took a liking
love
to
it.
keyboard. Yeah, and he's natural at it. So.
That's great.
I want him to learn fast because maybe he'll cheaper than I'll be.
You ain't gonna get cheaper than me.
Someone's got to make a cut.
Well, it stays in the family. Right?
It stays in the family. Yeah, exactly. Hey, he pays the rent.
There you go. No, but it's been a nice ride. You know, it's been at least 7-8 years. You know, like we've done a bunch of shows. We've done this Semaine Italienne. We did the big stages and.
And we've hung out quite a bit, and we could still stay in the same room together. So that's good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know how I met him? We worked together besides that before, because when I had just started St. Lawrence, I was playing a gig with, I can't remember.
If you're gonna tell a story,
We were
you should
open-
remember.
We were opening up.
You should remember.
maybe
You
that-
can't tell a story if you
were
don't know.
playing
What,
with, was it France d'Amour?
Well, me too. I played.
Me too, with
yeah,
Me Too.
yeah.
Yeah, you were playing with Me Too, and we played before. I was playing with Bruna.
Oh my God! Yes.
I was playing with, I think
Bruna.
I was 18
Bruna
years old.
Machado.
I remember that.
I think I was 18 years old.
She's great.
Yeah,
she's
Bruna
great.
Mochardi's she's a sweetheart.
She's great.
So
Yeah.
we were playing with
Hi,
her
Bruna.
before Me Too played, because she was the last act and we were
Yes,
playing
yes.
before. And I remember finishing my set. I was like 18, 19. And then I'll be kind of like, who the fuck is this guitar player? Why is he stealing the stage? Like, he stole the stage. And then I found out he was playing with Misty, and from then we called each other many times to do different gigs and stuff like that. But he was stealing the stage at that age. You were young, right?
Yeah, I was young. But they let me loose, right? They told me go.
You had the vibe, you had the style, and I was like, that's. And I'm looking at my guitar player back then. I was like, you see, that's what you got to do, man.
Did you guys ever date?
We didn't. I wanted to. He said no. Fuck.
I just wanted to know for myself because
The
he
minute
said
he
no.
knew-
Because he said no to me
Yeah,
too.
I know.
So I wanted to make
Bridget
sure.
really got him.
Yeah,
Bridget's
that's
nothing you can do.
I can't go on the other side.
Bridget didn't want to date me either.
That's because she would get confused.
That's true.
Guys, you know what? Let's hear another song. Are you guys okay for another song?
Yeah.
Because I have a game coming up after this, so we're gonna.
The Canadians game was so
The
over.
Canadians. Who watches the Canadians?
What are you
now?
watching?
I'm not watching the Canadians. That's for sure.
Oh, Mark in St.
What are you
Louis is
watching?
pretty good.
Yeah, but still, this year I can't watch
And
it.
I just want to know what's more important than my interview. What are you?
Nothing.
What are you watching?
Nothing is more important than your interview. That's for sure.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Oh, I love this. They don't even know what song. I fucking love this. That's when you know they've been playing together a while. Like, what do you want? Okay, whatever.
Ghost or?
Yeah, let's do Ghost because Seizure Pause is too high for now. It's too high.
Ooh, it's too high.
Are you challenging me?
I might
Is that a challenge?
I might be I'm going to fill your glass and I'm going to say Seizure Pie is going to come out flying.
Okay.
Here you go.
You should know me by now. You should know who I am. Your heart must be just like a haunted house. The lights are out no one goes there anymore. And you should know I don't wanna be your ghost. I don't wanna be your ghost, 'cause I would rather be not a home. I'd rather be your ghost than be alone. The years that come and go, so all house has been sold, along with all the mystery and the secrets people keep. So that's why maps are made and treasures have been laid, so one day someone can unchain stories that were left unmade. You should know by now. You should know who I am. Your heart must be just like a honey has. Lights around, don't go there anymore. And when they come to tear this old house to the ground, the rules for me to waste the wreckage of our souls. A wreckage of our soul. And you should know I don't wanna be your ghost. I don't wanna be your ghost, 'cause I would rather be alone. A house is not a home. I'd rather be alone and be your ghost. Your ghost. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone and be your ghost.
Fantastic. You wrote those lyrics?
I did.
Beautiful.
I did. It's a complex story, Ghost.
Yeah.
It's a complex story, but one of the stories that I really love about that, one of the themes in that song is that, you know, you get married or you meet someone and you fall in love and you buy a house and you walk in that house and you're full of expectations and aspirations and dreams, but before you, there were people that lived in that house, and there are dreams that came true or tragedies that happen in that same place that maybe are still there. And that song is about that.
Fuck, I can't sleep tonight. Now I'm gonna go. What the fuck happened to this house? Jesus Christ! Who's looking at me while I take a shower now? Jesus Christ!
It's just like, you know, we're always so caught up with ourselves.
That's deep, and you can tell it's coming from the heart, which is a compliment for sure.
Appreciate that.
That's great.
From
man.
you?
That's good. What's that?
Is this a compliment from you?
It's a compliment for me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm free Friday if you want to. If you want to chat to me.
Well, if the checks were going, I mean, I have the the account number and everything, you know. You know what? I'm gonna go straight to a game, because usually this game I do it at the end, but I sometimes run out of time and have to do it fast, and it could be fun. So it's a game that I call First Thought. I'm gonna either ask a question or say something, and you have seconds to the first thought that comes to your mind is what you have to say.
I'm gonna say bad things.
Could be very dangerous.
It could be very dangerous.
I'm gonna say bad things.
That's what we want. That's what we want. I'm gonna put this down so we
Controversy.
So okay, and I'm gonna. So I'll start with.
What are you wearing, Albe? What's that?
I don't know.
What's that?
HC. What's that mean?
1922.
I don't know.
Yesterday was 22.
22. 22.
22.
It's true.
Hey,
The second month, second day.
02.
Whoever
Is
was
that
born.
what's happening there?
I guess, yeah. Would you like to be born yesterday?
Albe is taking us into another dimension.
No, we just spoke about ghosts. So.
I think you should
Ghosts. You gotta be careful.
have another guys. We're gonna all be there.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
That's cool.
I remember playing live.
You remember those
with
days,
people.
eh?
It was something. It was
Hopefully
Just
it's
did it now.
coming.
We just did it now, so.
Yeah. When?
we played. We played.
Oh, that. Yeah. No, I mean.
We played for Italian Week for the past 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
virtual
yeah.
shows.
That I saw that. Yeah, I did one at. The
I
same
want to
time.
mention that we had the most popular shows for 2 years running.
I see why.
For 2 years running, and hopefully.
But it's not easy.
Hi,
virtual
Josie.
shows.
I don't know if you're going to watch it. We want to play live. We want to play on a stage this year.
I did one too, a virtual show.
You leave everything behind, right?
It's weird, eh?
And
Did you have the screen too? Like we did it live. It wasn't pre-recorded. It was live,
live, let's
and
do it.
we had a screen in front of us with all the comments coming out at the
Okay.
same time. So we're-
okay, yours was. No, this
it was a live
pre-recorded.
stream where it was with Rose, December Rose.
I love Rosemaria.
The
great.
December Rose, yeah, Rosemary, whatever.
Rosemary, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's great. I love her, and every time I see her, she's great. Did you know that Cass is my cousin, kind of?
Cass is your cousin?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Cass that you play with.
Yeah, I know Cass. Like I know
He's
Cass.
a great guy.
That's great.
Now we're getting into Italian stuff. Like
shit.
now we're becoming
Oh,
mobster.
shit.
We're going mobster
That
on you.
was,
Cass is my cousin.
He's never been. in
Yeah,
that-
Cass is my cousin. Yeah.
That's too. But it is weird the live thing, and like I said, we had comments. So as we'd play a
So
song,
you guys were totally live. Us is live, but to tape.
pre-record, live to tape.
But you still had to do it in one shot. Yeah,
And
there's
when
no-
you're doing, and people are watching you live, it's even weird because the song finishes, there's not a sound, but people are writing, "Great job, sounds good."
You know that was weird because we did the Italian week this summer.
It looked great. That show looked fantastic.
And I kept saying thank you after. There was no one. There was a couple of people, but it's like it was weird. I shouldn't have done that.
Camera guy couldn't give a shit.
That's because normally at the end of a song you do have that 30 seconds
Yeah.
to 15 seconds, the clapping. and
Clap
all that.
something, the noise, yeah,
But-
zero. It's you finish the song, bam.
But
Oh, shit.
we did the show. We did not this year. The previous year, we recorded a show live at in Studio PM. And I'm getting so we not only do we have the opportunity to record at Studio PM, which is PR Studio.
Yeah.
We had like a setup with hundreds of thousands of dollars of mics
yeah.
up, and the sound is so good. But I'm getting great mileage on that show. It's like because it's my thing, right?
It's
I gave it to them so I can use it. And I
Wow.
sent it to Toronto, and now some guys
right.
from Italy
That's,
just
it's
asked me,
almost
do
finished
you have anything? I'll send you that show.
Wow.
And it sounds so
Album-
good.
album
And we were
sound.
listening to it the other night.
Yeah.
And Albie's like, I was playing it on my phone, and Albie says, is that a recording of Butterflies? And I said, no, that's
That's alive.
That's a
that's a live take we did.
Yeah, we did that for.
When you do Planet, yeah.
Yeah, Planet
Yeah, that's
Studios.
a
We
great
did
studio
that.
too,
Yeah, Danny's great. eh?
He's great. We actually recorded at Planet last year.
For the
Seizure
competition.
Pow, right? Because this is a crazy story.
Oh yeah, the
Pow-
competition, the Jim
Jim
Beam.
Beam.
That's where we did it too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
music week.
but
You
you
guys
guys
were
were-
there the year before.
We did the year
You
before.
were the year before. We were finalists last year,
Yeah,
right? With
that's
Seizure
right.
Pow. But do you know that Seizure Pow is the first French song in the history
Of the
Jim
competition.
Beam Canadian
Yeah.
Music Week to ever make the finals?
Wow.
They never. chose
I
a
wrote one
song.
French song. I wrote one French
And
song.
it made it there.
And it made it there.
That was awesome. Yeah, we were final. I think she was final. One of the top 5 or something.
It was great song.
I saw
It was
I
good.
remember.
Yeah, it was. But that's where she got the idea of doing
December
the-
Rose, it was great.
It was good. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good. It was fun.
fantastic.
It's fun
You guys
because
were-
Cass,
guys
you're
sounded
great too. Hi,
You guys
Cass.
sounded great.
we. You know what? I have to thank COVID because she never put together a band. Because like
COVID's not a person.
no, but because
of COVID, you guys. they
because
shut
of
it down.
COVID, we said, well, let's take the time to actually put a live band to this. Because, we played a song here, a song there, but whenever she would get a gig, it was like, hey, in 2 weeks I have to play. It's like, okay, just get a guitar player and play the song, and then at this point we had COVID, we had no gigs, so we're like, let's
So
take
all
the
the
time to do
virtual
it
stuff
properly.
started happening. We did all those collaborations.
Exactly. So I wrote out the charts. I sent to the musicians. Let's do this, let's do that, and then finally we put something together. Finally, we have something. But
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
To you, how do you like the original world versus?
oh,
all
it's
the
fun.
cover
It's fun.
stuff? Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
What's funny that you say that is that because you were mentioning that you liked Hurricanes and Butterflies that we released before Christmas. But the original version of Hurricanes and Butterflies we released at the beginning of the pandemic, and I was going through shit, and I wrote that song in my basement, my mother's basement, because it was supposed to be like a minute song. It wasn't meant to be what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And then I sent it to Albe, and Albe and Bridget, they loved the song, and they started.
It's a
doing
beautiful
stuff on
song, dude. It's a
And
goosebump
then,
song.
yeah, and so we were. It was a pandemic. It was the beginning. We were all. Remember how it was at the beginning? Go streets and no one out in the streets. In the beginning,
You went for a walk. It was like
right.
you.
Hi.
Yeah, we're getting.
How many seconds?
No, we got 15 minutes though. We got 15 minutes.
Is that what I don't
I was gonna
understand?
shoot another chip.
There you go. No,
So
I have the time
There's
here.
there's no commercials. There's no
Okay. So
commercials.
I'm gonna
no
start doing
commercials.
obscenities because I don't.
Yeah, we love
I don't like being cut off. So that song, yeah, it's like I was going.
Oh, it was the
through-
first time. It
through
was the
stuff,
first
so I
time
s-
that we did it.
So I
without
sent it to
being together,
him.
right?
I sent it to him, and he did some stuff, and then I sent it to Fred, my producer drummer.
Yeah.
And he says, he went to a studio by himself. He went to Troublemakers.
Funny.
Before
And
the
he
curfew.
recorded
Before the
drums on
curfew.
it. There wasn't supposed to be drums on it. He recorded drums.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh my
and then
God.
I said, you know what? So I copied over. It was supposed to be a minute, right?
Oh,
So I
okay.
copied over. I doubled it.
You double- yeah.
And then I wrote a bridge and whatever, and then we made it a little longer. Then we sent it to Pierre Marchand,
Uh-huh.
and he played some
strings and
some
keys and
strings
stuff,
and
yeah.
stuff. And then we released that version, which did great. The reviews on that song were
No,
fantastic.
the song.
No, but the reviews were great.
Wow.
Like crazy reviews all over the world. It was playing on the radio all over the world. Didn't make any money though. But
different story. Whatever.
but the thing is, Pierre. This is the great thing about this is how why he's a world-class artist. Is that when I send a song to Pierre and he sends me back keyboards, I could take Albe out of the equation, take the drummers out of the equation, take everybody else, and I could just leave my vocals and whatever he did, and it sounds like a song.
Yeah.
And he sent me Butterflies, and he had done some stuff, and we used some stuff on that version. But there was one piano take that he did that was like, it was so great.
It's magical.
It's like we
Yeah.
should cut everybody else out and just have me
But
and
that's
the piano.
how the song was.
And
the version for Christmas.
and
Yeah.
that's the version that we did for Christmas.
Beautiful.
Is just Pierre playing piano and me on
beautiful.
vocals.
with a couple of extra.
But he just did that like that. It's like
Isn't
just
it
for
funny?
fun. It's
Isn't
for
that
fun.
funny?
He just did that. Let me do a piano take.
Well, yeah, he does have a nice piano in the studio.
So he just did that like that, and we said, "Oh, I'm gonna do a version."
Wow.
And that's what that version is.
It's it's goosebumps. Like I watch it, I'm like, wow.
If you would understand what we went through to make that video, it was crazy.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play that video in my house, thinking about fucking ghosts and that fucking video, and I'm gonna have a fucking joint at the same time.
well,
But Frank was Santa Claus in that video.
The idea in the video, though, the idea in the Hurricanes and Butterflies videos was that there would be two dimensions, and for the listener to watch through, and the problem is that we're in the fucking era of consumption where you watch 10 seconds and then you drop out, which is like a big problem, because if you watch the video till the end, you realize what happens.
Yeah.
Right? There's a story, and the end of the video, you realize there's two dimensions.
Yeah.
And you realize Bridget was his beautiful wife.
Who said no to you? But yeah.
But she's still beautiful. Yes. She's in the video.
Yeah.
And we are interacting, and in the end of the video, you realize that Bridget and I were never there.
Yeah.
But if you don't watch till the end,
You
don't
gotta watch
know.
till the end. Exactly. Actually, it's Hurricanes and Butterflies on YouTube under Gianni Bodo.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna take you to this game.
Okay.
You're gonna start with
How much time left?
No, we got.
The dangerous game. The dangerous game.
She says 10, but
Now I'm guessing.
but I can go over. Don't worry. It's all on
I gotta say, your color commentary is a little underwhelming. We haven't heard you
Yeah, I
say
know,
anything.
Well, it's just so intriguing. I'm just like
She's listening. Yeah.
captivated. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
We do
I'm
great.
listening in.
That's good.
We do great interviews. The
Dimension
music, the
and the
music is a
ghost.
sideline.
Ghost
The music is a sideline. We're all
You don't
about.
want me to start talking.
We're all about the interviews. The music is a sideline. It's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
Yeah.
Guys, first thought. I'll start with you.
Oh.
Favorite food?
Lasagna.
Nice. You?
Pizza. You know why?
Italian much?
Because even bad pizza is good pizza.
You're right. You're right. Even the one filled with pepperoni.
Even the
that
worst
much.
pizza is still good.
I could be stuck on an island forever, and I can have lasagna,
Lasagna all the time.
all day long.
This guy, I know about him, right? Because I invite him
You look
over for
like it.
supper sometimes,
Uh-huh.
and I can only make
can
pasta,
cook.
right? I have to
can
make
cook.
pasta. Every time I go to Bridget's, I go over, it's like Bridget's complaining of the fact that he only eats pasta.
I'm a pasta guy too, so I'm in his court.
Yeah.
I love
We burn
pasta.
it. We burn it so fast.
Here's a quick one. You'll start with this one. Favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
Nice.
Yeah, Seinfeld and Trees Company.
Oh, nice. Three's
gonna be
Company.
That seriously company doesn't
Have
compare
you
to
seen it
Seinfeld.
recently though?
Deja vu, yeah, of course.
And you've watched it recently, right?
Yeah, I've watched a few shows
Okay.
recently. Yeah.
Okay. Does it keep up to today's standards
What
in terms of comedy and stuff like that?
Trees Company?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always misunderstandings. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
But Seinfeld was that
Seinfeld.
too.
No,
So
it's
that's the essence of the comedy.
Seinfeld is the
I
best
can watch
television
it.
show ever. You
For
can
me
watch
too.
it over and over and over
Yeah.
again. It's time. It's to the test of time. Yeah, of course, season 1, 2, and 3. But all right,
Throw those out.
after that,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
and,
season
Curb,
1, 2
and Curb Your Enthusiasm
Yeah.
That's
Larry
great.
David. Yeah. Man.
did a good job too.
Yeah.
But it's still not Seinfeld. But Curb Your Enthusiasm. I mean, he's making it up as he goes along, right?
Yeah. That's basically what the show was.
Yeah, he's just.
and
It's
they-
like this.
He
It's like
was
this.
riding the wave.
It's
of,
like this tonight, right?
Well, he was-
Making
he
it up
was-
as we
he
go
was
along.
I did a lot of work on this.
This is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
You know how much research I did for this interview? I mean, I did
No, you
honestly,
did. I know that you did no research. I know.
dude. 5 minutes on YouTube. Come on.
No research.
It was all
All you
research.
knew is that I released a single. That's all you knew.
I listened to all 3 of them.
Because
Okay.
More than 10 seconds.
Yes. One of the views I listened to the whole
Because
thing.
he's rattled by the ghost. He's rattled
I
by
called
the
it.
ghost.
The research was I called it for about 2 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Okay, good. What do you want to talk about? Whatever you
he
want.
asked me-
Okay.
He called me today and he said, "What do you want to talk about tonight?" And I said, "I don't know. Let's just have fun."
Let's have fun. Okay.
What he didn't know is that I was going to bring wine.
Oh, okay.
I knew.
Yeah.
You knew. So you said it's gonna be one of those.
And there's nobody snoring. So
How's this? What's your first thought? I'll go with him first. Your first thought when I say drummers.
Manu Katché.
Oh, nice. You're thinking of a person. Nice. I love it. You?
Step Fanny.
You fucking rock, man. You're coming back next week with the wine and everything. Yes.
Step Fanny.
Usually I get they're fucking loud. That's what I get.
Oh, okay,
Right? Usually
okay,
they're
okay.
loud. That's the
Oh,
first
okay,
thought.
okay, okay.
Manu Katché is great. Eh?
yeah.
If people think drummers are loud, it's because they don't understand music.
Because they don't know guitar players.
It's all about the drums.
It is all about the drums.
all about
I'm
the
sorry.
drums. It's all
It's
about
all about the drums. How's this one?
this for me. Go for
First thought when I say Nickelback.
You know what? It's upsetting to me that people can hate a band to that point, and the reason why I say that
Yet they sell millions of albums.
is because
right?
I'm a huge U2 fan, and you know, and I know there's another one here,
Yeah.
and and the fact that that they put their music on your phone with song, they want to give you a free album. It offended half of the what do you call that generation?
Generation X.
No, that's us.
Why? I don't know.
No, not Y is the one
The
after.
millennials.
The millennials after. It's
Okay,
the
guys.
What's today?
Question mark.
Whoever was born yesterday.
generation question.
All those 20-year-old
Generation.
shits. How's that?
What?
And people are offended with that someone
Gen
gave them a
Z.
free record,
Yeah.
and yet a Google is monitoring you at every second of your life, right? But YouTube giving you a free record, that's offensive. That's offensive.
That's
but
offensive.
the fact that you get advertisements every 3
2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation.
Yeah.
I open my phone and there's like 40 hotels. Like, what the fuck just happened?
The point is that I'm not a fan of Nickelback's music.
but you don't like the fact that people hate them.
I know. You know,
I got
there's, but the reason why they're hated is because they're so liked.
It's weird. That's
Right?
why I brought it up because I
That's why
find
they're,
it
that's why
weird.
they're so because they're so liked, and it offends me that
But
somebody.
they're
could-
not really out there anymore, like per se. I guess.
But they still sell out everywhere they go.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
They sell out and then you ask someone, they hate them. The
and
cheesiest
that
band, the
aversion-
cheesiest this.
and that aversion, you know, because I compare the aversion to Nickelback, the aversion to U2, and if you look at U2's catalog,
Oh no, you
how many
can't compare.
how many bands have
I love you.
such a rich catalog?
Come on.
You can play like 30 years of music that's fucking great.
But
And it
besides
transcends
that,
the generations. There's kids that love
their
it too,
sound,
and there's-
their sound is what Edge can play a note, and you know it's Edge, like that. The drummer, Larry Mullen,
Yeah, but
he can play a beat, and I know it's U2 instantly.
But they learned as they went. They started when they were 16. They weren't great musicians back then. They just,
But
as they
They
went.
built a sound. They built a
But
certain
you know
something.
who is a great musician? Albie.
We know that. That we know.
I'm just Albie.
This is gonna get you. Favorite lyric of a song.
I said it before. There was a girl here before, and I spoke to her, and one of the lyrics that sticks with me, and for I don't know for what reason is, it's a Sarah McLachlan lyric. I don't know. Actually, Pierre may have written because my friend
Does
Pierre
first.
writes a lot of her lyrics.
Okay.
I don't know if he wrote it or not, but it's I hope there's forgiveness in the distance between us. When I hear that,
It's deep.
it brings me to tears every time.
Not now though. Stop. So we have to keep it happy over here. Just like right now.
I cried 3 times already. during the
Albie, do you have a favorite lyric?
For me, Beatles, you know, give peace a chance. All I need is love, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of.
I'll be simple-minded, you know.
He's like me. Like, lyric gives a shit, man. What's the guitar player?
You know, like
Yeah,
they,
you
they,
take-
you know, they're a band that in 200-300 years from now, you know, they're gonna be talked about
Yeah.
the way Mozart was talked about, you know.
True.
That's true. That's true.
So they're
That's-
special.
There's a one line from a band I don't know what it says. It says there's time before the trumpet call to see if black and fade to rose. I always thought that was great.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Beatles, I do. Yeah.
I wrote that.
That's fantastic. Okay, so this I have to start with Albie. Best guitar player of all time, other than Albie.
Best guitar player or
Yeah.
a guitar player that I like?
It's a good question.
'Cause
Who
best
would you,
guitar player I would say probably you got to, you know, Van Halen has to be.
yeah, best or
Are you serious?
I'm saying as far as,
Revolutionary.
Eddie Van Halen.
as
Are you serious? That's
far
what you.
as-
That's Eddie Van Halen.
as far as a player, he's like a Mozart.
I want you to explain that to me.
But my favorite guitar player is Andy Taylor.
Andy Taylor?
Duran Duran.
Duran.
You
Nice.
see what he's been doing lately
No, I haven't.
with the Reef is amazing.
Really, eh?
So,
See, because when you say Van Halen, I grew up with Van Halen. I went to see him in concert. I saw Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, and I was underwhelmed because he was so fucking high and smashed. I don't know where he was, but he was in another world playing. He was on stage, and it was so loud, and he.
well, for me, it's more.
It
Is that
hurt
Eddie?
me.
Is
It
that
hurt
Ed-
me.
Is that Eddie?
What's that?
Who's that? Eddie?
Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
And I love him. I love his music.
But he was
That day, I looked forward all my life to going to see Van Halen, and I got to see them as an adult, as a musician.
So you were disappointed.
I was disappointed. I was like 7th row, and I'm like, I swear to God, at one point he was on his back, and he hit one note.
Well,
He
because
doing
there
the
was a
wang bar,
time where he was on everything, right? So yeah.
and it was just he held that note literally for like 3 minutes, which is the longest 3 minutes of my life. But
so that's-
he was way out there, man. But anyway,
But I mean, if you look at his global work,
I loved him. That's what I'm saying. I
and
loved him.
The uniqueness of.
Can I ask some questions?
Yes, you can anytime.
Favorite show?
TV show?
No. Music show.
Ooh.
That's too slow. What's wrong with you?
Fuck, I have it here.
You're not having.
Jesus fuck, you took my fucking
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. I'm asking you this now.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Oh no, best guitar player. You gotta answer that.
Hey, there's no such, like, because I'm such a huge YouTube fan. I would say Edge instinctively, but I know that Edge is not the best guitar
It
player.
doesn't matter.
But
If
he
he
was
hits
he was an innovator, right?
Definitely
And
was.
have you seen that movie? What was it called? With Edge, Jimmy Page,
Jimmy
and
Page and
and White, Jack White.
Yeah.
It was a great movie. Have you seen
Really?
that?
No, I haven't.
How could you not have seen that? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Do you guys
I
know
have
this
problems,
guy?
man.
He likes music. He hasn't seen.
But it's hard.
The movie with you.
It's sort of because best.
It's just wrong.
It's subjective.
Yeah, it's
right?
very subjective.
So
But you know what? I got Jimmy Page. The first 5 or 6 interviews that I did, it was
Jimmy
Jimmy
Page.
Page. Everyone went with Jimmy Page.
to me, I look at who innovates and who like the Edge innovates and who's going to be talking about it
You
in
see,
years.
the problem is like
Problem is I don't watch movies.
people want people. No, but you have to watch that movie.
Was it Rattle and Hum? That's a U2 movie.
That's a great movie, but
Yes.
that's not the movie. It's.
I can tell you're a
what
fanboy.
What was it called?
I don't remember the movie, but
It was so good that you can't remember the title. That's okay.
Can I make a phone call? Do I have a right to one phone call?
Can I make-
Can I make one phone call?
It's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire here.
Ask a friend. All right, rap or heavy metal?
Either.
Pick one. You have to pick one.
No, either because if it, I mean, it depends on the song.
He's gonna lose fans.
It depends on the song. Like when I watched the Super Bowl
Yeah.
last weekend,
Uh-huh.
and I saw a lot of great songs there.
Saw the big drum kit with no mics, yeah.
I
In the humongous
and-
stadium,
and-
yeah.
and Eminem, even though I'm not a fan, he touched me with
He's
that.
good.
His performance.
He is good.
It was
blew up,
bigger. I can tell you what I do like. I always like a song that's performed by an artist where the song is bigger than the artist. When the artist sings the song, it doesn't matter who he is. The song is so big. And I remember on internet, if you watch Journey singing in Houston very, very early on, Don't Stop Believing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You see Steve Perry singing the song, and he's so small. And he's just singing the song. The song is so big.
Yeah.
The song is so big, and he's just trying the hardest. And I remember you two singing. They were on the Brooklyn on a boat, on the East River, and they were singing Vertigo, and you can see that Bono didn't harness the song. The song was bigger than him.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about.
The
though.
song was bigger than him, and I love those songs. I love those songs that are bigger than the artist.
Now here's the question: are your songs bigger than you?
I haven't written
getting
that.
there.
I haven't. You know, when and because I'm conscious of that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel that. Sometimes I listen to a song and I feel like it's great. But you know, like I felt that with Si Je Pars. I felt that it was bigger than me, and because it ended up, you know, that whole story I told you, it ended up being tied to a melody that's been time tested, right?
Yeah.
It's like bigger. It's bigger than me.
Yeah.
It's bigger than me. And so I thought that maybe that song was bigger than me.
Gotcha.
And it ended up being interesting, but it wasn't bigger than me.
Gotcha. That was deep. Rap or metal?
I would say metal.
You'd say metal because a real guitar
Because
player.
he's a
yes.
shredder.
Because he's a shredder.
Because
That's true.
Albie shreds.
No,
Yeah.
I do respect rap. I do respect rap, but I need to hear melody more.
Yeah.
Than beat.
It's a different art form. It's a lyric art form, really. And, you know.
I respect it though. There's great rappers for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the way they word their stuff.
I
the
like rappers
syncopation.
that do sing too.
That's
That's
fun.
That sing and rap. That's the perfect combo.
That's why sometimes I'll say.
Eminem with Lose Yourself. It was crazy.
Yeah, Eminem is great. He's great. I mean, it's, you know,
Sorry.
he's great for a rapper.
Yeah, but Albie, he's a shredder, but I don't allow him to shred.
No, of course.
I like if when
gonna
he
steal the
shreds-
show again. I
when
saw
he
him steal
shreds,
the show.
I say Albie, I gotta cut that shit out.
You got it. You can't.
It never makes it on the
No,
track.
I never
Never makes it on the
There's
track.
lost tracks.
There's a lot of Albie shredding that gets lost because I say
Give the tracks to me. I'll make an album with
Yeah, one day
that.
they'll come out. One day they'll come
Honestly,
out.
it's not Gianni Bodo. But you know what, Gianni Bodo? I think it's got to go. My name is finished.
No.
I gotta.
just starting.
It's just you think it's just starting, but the whole French thing.
Just call it
I'm
Bodo.
gonna try to be very politically correct.
Bodo instead of Bono.
I'm gonna try to be very,
Bodo.
very politically correct. I think it just didn't work, and I think maybe I have to if I'm gonna do, and I thought it was good to use my name because I had a lot of traction. You know, Music Plus, Claude Rajot loved my record, and I thought I'm gonna use my name. But I think in the long run, if you're gonna lose Gianni Bodo and do French stuff, it just
You don't think so?
it's
Detrimental.
It's I don't know if detracting, but if it's detrimental, but maybe it just doesn't feel right.
And people might not believe it. Like the francophones might
Well,
say.
not the people, not the mass. Maybe the industry.
The funny thing is that Si Je Pars, before we even released it, was set to play on Quebec's. I'm not going to mention it. Was set to play on Quebec's largest radio.
Okay.
It was like destined to go. We had confirmation that it would go, and that was like a few months before we released it. And when we released it, this is a true story, and this is like a Oprah moment.
Careful what you say.
So be careful, 'cause I don't want to be.
Just word it properly, like a politician.
It's an Oprah moment.
So you're calling me Oprah now.
Oprah, look at
Fuck, man.
So listen, Oprah. What happened was,
I wish I had a fucking 100th of her money.
so Si Je Pars was set to be released on major radio across Quebec, and although it was played on many stations across Quebec, it was not played on a very important radio because there was the sentiment that this Italian guy
Gotcha. Yeah.
spoke
happens.
with an accent that was too francophone.
Gotcha. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. though.
Politics, man.
It's
It was
politics.
too francophone. It was too French from France.
Radio now, is it? Is that
It's
where
not-
It's at? Is that where it's at now?
You know what?
I think the industry's looking for that. I don't want to say quote unquote gem, but now they're looking for the one that's not supposed to make it.
You know
they're
what?
the ones that are
Well, you
You
making
know
gotta
what?
make your own noise.
You want to have an interesting conversation?
Sure.
You wanna have an
I thought we
interesting
did.
I thought we did.
No, I'm gonna have a more interesting conversation.
Now it starts now.
Now.
This is where it begins. Forget about everything we said.
Erase.
Erase. This is
Go
where
to
it
the
gets
bathroom and
interesting.
come back.
Just put a dot.
Guys, I'm going to ask you a quick question. Best front person. Okay,
Sorry?
Bono. Best front person, best singer in the front of a band.
Yeah, for
Bono,
me,
okay.
Bono has always been
The guy.
the guy,
Okay.
the guy, and I've seen you two play over 40 times.
40 times.
Over 40 times.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I've traveled and I've seen you two play over 40 times, and I've seen tons of other shows because I'm a music lover.
Yeah. Me too. And I'm sure he has as well.
But nothing compares. Nothing
good
compares
U2
to
show.
U2 at his prime.
I saw them at their
The
prime.
the last couple of shows have not been U2 at their prime.
I saw them when they released I even know the song. Mysterious Ways. That album.
That's Zoo TV.
Yeah, I saw the Zoo TV tour.
Did you see them at the Forum?
Yes. Yeah.
Now the Forum, I was sitting fourth row. That was not a concert.
Show off.
That was not a concert. Well, no, I'm not
was
a
a
show
great-
off
it was a
because
two-night show.
I'm not a show off because you two gave me those tickets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It
So
was
I
another-
was at the top because I
It
know
was
mine
another
either.
time. It was another time. It was another place and time. You two gave us those tickets to fourth row.
Wow.
And that was not a concert. That was a religious experience.
Oh shit. Now you know where his lyrics come from. You favorite front person?
It's gonna be weird. I'm not a fan,
Uh-huh.
but I have to say Mick Jagger.
Yeah. I got you. I'm not a fan either, but he has something. I started playing in a band called the Hyphens, and we're doing a lot of 60s rock, and they do a lot of Rolling Stones. It's great stuff. I don't. It's not my
No,
go-to.
it's
I'm not gonna go
yeah,
search
yeah. But
that obscure song.
what
from,
he has been able to accomplish all
But,
these
yeah.
years and
His vibe.
rocking it out still now.
yeah, his vibe is cool. On stage, his vibe is like, what the fuck? This guy he owns that stage. Whether he's in tune or not,
How old is he?
it doesn't matter.
How old is he?
Now he's like 70.
And still,
Still rocking it, man.
More than
As if
70.
nothing.
More than 70.
More than 70, eh? Yeah. So, guys, I know we are over here, but it doesn't matter. This is my fucking podcast.
podcast.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
It's the time.
He controls the commercials.
Before we go, where can we find you? I know, obviously, on YouTube, Gianni Bodo.
I'm here right now.
7-4, whatever the address is.
Francesca, what's your address?
Somewhere in Villeray.
Somewhere in
You
Villeray.
can find me somewhere in Villeray right now.
Right now. And if we want to find you on YouTube,
I'm on Facebook, Gianni Bodo. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. What's important is that you like his.
Sessions with Stef, of
Sessions with
course.
Stef.
Yes. Albie, where can we find you?
And I saw a great before I was here
Yeah.
on this show
Uh-huh.
because I arrived early.
You were
I
to
got-
Talk It Out.
I watched Talk It Out.
Talk It Out with Lisa and Francesca. They're still here, and they had a great
They're
guest.
They're watching, and you should follow them.
Yes, Talk It Out. That's a sister podcast with Sessions with Steph. We do everything together.
And you should follow. I'll be on guitar.
That's right. Where can we find? I mean, we'll have
You can-
another podcast
on TikTok,
with Albie, but
on TikTok.
just started my
Yeah, but
TikTok,
Albie's on.
yeah.
Albie's his own man. Forget about Bridget.
forget-
Albie's on his own man. Albie's on TikTok.
they're one. They're one. I'm sorry.
He's shredding. He's doing shit.
They are one.
It took me a while, but yeah, I'm on TikTok,
did TikTok?
Facebook, YouTube.
Under Albie, because
Albie P on YouTube, Albie P, and Facebook is Albie or Albie Pass.
pass. That's right.
TikTok, Albie Guitar, Instagram, Albie Guitar.
You have a YouTube channel as well, or no?
Yeah, Albie P.
Albie P.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put it all on the screen too, so you're
it's
gonna
very
see it
important.
all on the screen. And Albie will be back. Johnny will come back if
I
you'd
also
like
do.
to.
I also do porn on the weekend.
Oh, really?
Well, I do it under another alias, but I don't want to give that
That's
away.
where I
because-
saw you.
Yeah, because I don't want to give that away now because.
I only noticed it when you were turned around. I was looking at your ass. I said, "Fuck, I seen that somewhere, man."
Did you see that?
The plumber butt crack.
The plumber.
we don't want to give that away tonight
No.
because it's another story. I'd rather come back as that other
So
person.
you know what? I'm gonna do Sessions with Steph, porn version.
Yeah, exactly. And,
Right?
and I'll come back and I'll pretend I'm
You'll
someone
come
else.
back.
I'll come back.
Sorry.
Oh, well said.
Sorry. I mean,
Wow,
hey, man.
touche, nice.
Come on.
Albie?
Guys, follow Sessions with Steph. Follow Gianni Bodo. We got Albe P, Albe Passarelli, who will be back. Johnny, hopefully, will come back.
We like I said, we know we're releasing stuff all the time.
That's
So
right.
so we have a new single, a French single. It is the demo. I'm working on it for the Festival La Chanson de Granby.
Oh,
But I think this is
ça,
as
ça
good
va
as-
être bon.
I think it's as good as Si Je Pars. Getting it.
the mic is picking up.
This is exclusive.
This is your.
So now you hear Albie's guitars are really loud because
It's my mix.
Albie made some guitars. I'll tell you this week.
you know
But
what you could do?
But he sent me the mix with the guitars. Like I'm gonna lower them, but they're right.
You can send me that song, and I'll put it in. I'll put it in production. Guys, this
I
is
love that
Gianni
guitar
Bodo. Johnny Bodo once again.
I love that guitar part.
It's fantastic.
Chorus. It says Planet of the Apes behind the ride.
Guys, this song is gonna play you out. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on YouTube, Sessions with Steph. Talk It Out. Follow Gianni Bodo. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, Francesca, for being here and doing all that you do.
My mother is Maria Pietiolis. She worked at Notre-Dame de la Défense.
I think we need another
Notre-Dame de la
go
Défense et la Défense in Italian week.
I think he's sleeping here
In
tonight.
an Italian neighborhood.
Francesca,
And everybody loves my mother.
does he fit
A
the bed?
lot of people love my mother because she was a great teacher.
And
And,
she made good lasagna for Albie.
He ran out.
Guys,
He ran out of tape.
thank you so much. Have a good night. Thanks.